Federal cuts to the National Weather Service continue to put a strain on the organization. It comes as we are in severe weather season, and hurricane season officially begins. Between 2010 and 2025, the National Weather Service lost 300 employees. In the past 6 months, they lost the same number of staff. Now spending and hiring freezes preventing those people from being replaced. A spokesperson with the National Weather Service employees organization says the massive cuts have forced 6 offices, including one in Goodland, to suspend overnight services.
That means there's not enough meteorologists to go around in that particular weather forecast office to staff the desk and do all the various things that meteorologists do during the course of the evening to monitor severe weather impacts in a community.
Senator Jerry Moran announced that the National Weather Service office in Goodland has been granted an exemption to that hiring freeze. It comes after his visit to the northwest part of the state. Senator Moran calls this the first step to returning to 24/7 weather forecasting. And with those cuts to the National Weather Service, they're raising red flags across rural America, especially for farmers who rely on accurate, timely forecasts to make day-to-day decisions. With fewer resources and staffing shortages, some say forecasts aren't just like they used to be, and it's leaving producers feeling a little caught off guard. We're joined now with meteorologist Jake Dunn, talking about what in the world is going on with weather. So, first question, are you already feeling the impacts of these staffing shortages?
Yeah, absolutely. As you mentioned, I mean, the National Weather Service in Goodland, in my almost 30-year career, I've never seen an office that did not have a human being in it at some point. So, again, certainly concerning there. We're talking about, you know, an office that has no one there during the middle of the night. So that's concerning, and, of course, the lack of data we're getting as well, certainly raising some red flags.
Yeah, so what all factors are kind of throwing off these weather models?
You know, really, it goes down to lack of data. I mean, and by data, you know, these weather balloons, they go up in the air, they collect the data, and with fewer balloons going up, now, we already have mistakes because these balloons are rising and they're missing data. They're missing, you know, temperatures at certain points, and we've always had that. So we've always had these small mistakes, but now with fewer balloons, the mistakes are growing, and so that means these mistakes in the near term, which are very little, as we get down to day 5 and 10, these mistakes are getting bigger and bigger. Yeah,
absolutely. I hear guys say all the time, I have one app say one thing, another app say another thing. What's up with that?
Well, so all apps, even our Storm Team 12 Weather app, they start with forecast model data, 100%. So you look at it now when we get it. But the difference is the apps that you probably have downloaded on your smartphone, those are never touched by a human being. The Storm Team 12 Weather app, though, it is. So what we do, we come into our shift and we'll make those adjustments. So we'll look for those mistakes and we're going to make those adjustments. That makes ours better. I mean, I know I'm a little biased here, but it makes ours better. There's a human touch to that one, where a lot of the big marketing ones, they're just 100% computer, and sometimes those wild swings, they're updated every 6 hours, and so 6 hours, wait, what happened? We don't do that with ours.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are relying on your years of experience in seeing these models.
And that's the trick, too. I mean, you know, I've been here for 6 years. You know, Ross has been here for 100. Kidding. But he's been here long, too. So what we know Kansas weather. We know where these mistakes are probably going to happen. So we look for those mistakes and we correct them. So being in a place for an extended amount of time, you find the quirks, you find the mistakes that those models make, and then you correct them.
Yeah, so moral of the story, our app is, you know, superior.
It is superior to, again, the one that you have on your smartphone.
Yeah.
I mean, that is 100%, I'm not going to name names, that's a 100% model. It never changes. Ours will change. And also, you're going to get those updated videos and updated rainfall reports. So that's why ours is really good to have.
Well, Jake, thanks so much for coming on. Everyone, stick around, and Ag will be back after the break.